Hey, everybody. This is for the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. Thank you guys for joining us today. Let's jump right to the intro. Man, what's good, everybody? Thank you for joining us again for another episode of the H-Town Rundown Houston Rockets basketball podcast. It's me, your guy, Preston Simpson, over here from Iowa, coming in live with my boys, Donte and Ryan. Once again, guys, this is going to be a fantastic episode. This is episode 51, by the way. We've done 51 episodes for the H-Town Rundown, especially since rebranding. We've had Ryan on for almost 10 episodes now, I believe. Guys, it's been great to have the change. Thank you guys for joining us again. Now, I do want to talk about a couple things today, but let's get into introductions first. Donte, Ryan, man, how are we feeling? It's a beautiful day today. It's absolutely awesome outside. Ryan, how are you, bro?
Bro, Hashem, thank God. Can only thank God for another day. And it's crazy. We're almost at 10 episodes already.
Yeah, with you, man. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Big things to come soon.
Yes, sir. Donte, man, how are you, bro?
I'm doing awesome. I'm ready to get right into it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Be sure to follow this account on Twitter and Instagram as well at the H-Town Rundown for all Houston Rockets stuff. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. Summer League just ended. Already, Summer League is over. It felt like that was really, really fast. But every year, Summer League seems like it's going by really fast. Let's talk about a couple things. I'd like to first begin by overreacting with Reed Sheppard. I want complete overreactions, man. 20 points a game in four games. Despite having the last two games that he played had nobody beside him, let's be honest. Cam Whitmore had a terrible stinker that last game that he played. Couldn't score at all. Let's talk about it all, guys. Brian, man, Reed Sheppard, bro. This is a guy, right? This is a dude. What's your overreaction?
Well, it's kind of hard to overreact because I know the reality of our roster, but my overreaction is, if we're really gonna overreact, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, man, we overreacted, bro. Like this guy, like
he's gonna go down as the GOAT.
Oh my god,
He's never overreacting.
Yeah, bro.
No, I think
it's got the whole bag.
I think that his ceiling can be a version of Steph Curry if Steph Curry is the A+ version.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in Summer League the entire time the floater. The pick and roll, we saw the way he's able to shoot the ball, able to come off the screen, and he's got this fluid off-ball movement with guys that he's never ran with before.
Cocaine Curry, that's his nickname.
And his defensive abilities are phenomenal, especially being, what they want to say, undersized guard, but he's just a guard, He's got like that, his hands. I mean, we saw that strip that we talked about last time.
Great hands as a small guard.
Yes, dude. Yeah. But
he's a dog on defense too.
Yeah, he was not hustling nothing. He came with every play. Phenomenal.
He did not come to this league to mess around.
No, for real, man. Donte, man, bro, tell me about Reed Sheppard, man. I mean, what did he do that you didn't like? Because for me, he does an A+ summer league, right? Like,
I mean, it's about as good a summer league that you can have. And that we can think of, like I say, man, I'm high on Reed Sheppard. I think he's got an opportunity to get some of these rotation minutes. He's smart. I mean, he's got a very good basketball IQ. And again, people just know Reed Sheppard, as the shooter Reed Sheppard in college. They don't know him as on ball Reed Sheppard, for him to make plays and shooting mid-range jump shot, which is he is money with that mid-range jump shot. When every time he shoots a mid-range jump shot, he reminds me of a certain player who was best who's at their best when they hit the mid range. They can hit the mid range anytime or anytime they get ready to. That's Chris Paul. That's what his mid range remind me of. And he comes off that screen. He gets a defender behind him so easy. And the way he can play make, and he's a pretty good finisher too. And Reed Shepherd, man, we need. I mean, that's for him to be, the best player pretty much in the summer league. Best rookie in the summer league. That's what that's really good. So again, Amen Thompson, Cam Whitmore, 2 best rookies in summer league before they shut when he got the ankle injury. Amen Thompson when he got the ankle injury, and you had Cal Whitmore who won the summer league MVP last year, and now to Reed Shepherd who averaged 20 points and had over like 6 assists in a summer league. I mean that's great, man. So that our scouting is good. Raphael Stone good at drafting, and that's 2 drafts that we hit in a row. From Ime Udoka since Ime Udoka been head coach, and that's 2 drafts.
Ime Udoka.
Yep.
Facts, bro. Said Ime Udoka, bro. He's hit he's hit, man. He has hit. He knocked it out of the park. Like you said, he got us a man last year who was pretty phenomenal to the ankle injury. Just to regurgitate that, and then Cam Whitmore winning Summer League MVP, and then went on to average the most points per game as a rookie off the bench in minutes played. And that was with the roster we were trying to go to the playoffs with. We almost got to the playoffs. We went 500 last year. And I'd say we surprised a couple people too doing it. So that's absolutely phenomenal. We swept the reigning champs at the time, the Nuggets, during that season. We beat the out of the Sacramento Kings and OKC, right? Jalen Green had that
37.
wizard game there. I mean, my goodness. And then the alien got busted by Şengün, bro. I mean, like 40 plus, bro. Yeah, man. What couldn't we do last season? And now we added an extra shooter to this. Kept most of our same roster, right? It is the same roster, but we added Reed Shepherd to it instead of Boban Marjanovic.
Here's what I'm thinking. Y'all know Chris Paul's little wraparound free throw pull up where he runs around the free throw line and then he pulls up. Imagine if Reed Shepherd adds that to his bag. Do you know how good this kid is going to be? Imagine he can get a tight handle in the mid range. He will be phenomenal.
Yeah, I really think. Because, Fred VanVleet can't do the same thing, but he has done that. He did that last year a couple times, right? When he did that wraparound with Şengün or Jack Landau, right? In that pick and roll. Sometimes the Jabari Smith Jr., now that's allowed. But if we can get a guy who can do some of those Chris Paul-like things, but also be able to be as effective as a shooter, we're talking.
Shepherd, Jalen Green, Chris Paul, James Harden. Kind of the same.
Something like that, and we'll see. It's gonna be very interesting to say the least. There is no longer a problem in Houston. Houston is the problem for the league. That's what we want to say from now on. We are putting the league on notice.
It might have been Bleacher Report, but I saw an IG post yesterday, and they were ranking the top young cores in the league. It was a BS report. They had the Rockets at 5 under the Thunder, which, okay, I understand. But then they had the Magic above us. I don't get that. Yeah, Paolo Banchero was great, but the Magic being above us, I don't really know.
Fran's pretty good, but
Fran's pretty good. You got Anthony Black can turn into some. Jalen Suggs then revive this.
The Magic do have a great young core, just not better than ours.
True. Yeah,
I mean, the Kings might have been there too. For some reason,
I don't know why the Kings would be a young core. They got Domantas Sabonis on the team.
I don't remember what teams were there. I think the Kings might have been there, but I know we were 5, and we should have been 1 or 2.
Yeah, I can't name
3 better teams than us if the Thunder are 1. So for us to be 5, I can't.
No, for sure. But along with that, right? Reed Shepherd, man, he made your first team. For the Summer League, right? Absolutely incredible. Averaged 20 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, and almost 1.5 blocks per game.
And you know what else? He was snubbed of the MVP.
He really might have been, man. He really might have been.
There's no if, ands, or but, or might have. He was.
He was phenomenal, to say the least. And I'm just gonna say it right now. He's got the not even to overact, but he right now is looking like the best prospect in the entire draft.
I'm about to pull out a cringe word to describe Reed Shepherd. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Interesting.
That is how good this kid is.
He is, man. He's exceeded the expectations that we thought. I mean, because his draft profile was what? Being a good shooter, being able to go through the screens, and being an okay defender, right? But his things was, he wasn't going to be a great finisher, despite having a 42-inch vertical. He got some bunnies in the summer league. He had some dunks. I was very surprised about, he yammed that thing. He wasn't scared. But what was really interesting to me is that he averaged 3 steals and 1.3 blocks a game. And no one at all was saying, hey, Reed, I need you to go out there and defend. I just need you to go out there and shoot. And you know what he did? Every single thing, man.
He's the complete package.
Yes. When you think of a point guard, is this not what you're asking for, right? You're taking the mix of old school point guards, right? Again, like Chris Paul, right? The guy that's going to be a two-way defender, but also be able to get you points and facilitate, right?
Well, I'm thinking of a point guard that can do everything I want Victor Wembanyama. But Reed Shepherd is better.
Yeah, we'll see. We will definitely see.
Overreactions.
Yeah, we will definitely see, and I'm so excited to seeing where we end up going. But Reed, bro, my shepherd, and now we have someone to help us usher in the next era, lead us, guide us. We got Reed and the men, bro.
All right, so now I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 years' time, way ahead of now, is Reed Shepherd our only untouchable player?
Wow, that's really interesting. Did you forget Şengün exists?
That's why I said in 2 years ahead of him now.
No, no, he's definitely not. Şengün will definitely be there. I mean, last season, 21, 9, and 5.
Yeah, and he's 21 years old too.
Yeah, he just turned 22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
so we ain't worried about that. But watch out. You don't want the Şengün haters to come for you. Watch out.
Şengün is younger than you, putting up those numbers, bro.
Yeah. Ain't that
Donte,
something?
you too, man.
Leave Donte alone, right? He's just trying to enjoy himself.
Yeah, I know.
Like the rest of us, man.
Y'all are just catching strays from me for no reason.
But yeah, man, it is really interesting. I mean, Donte, do you have anything else? I mean, he's saying 2 years time.
I mean, again, I think LP is gonna. I think he's gonna get paid. I think he's gonna get paid, so we ain't got to worry about that. I think I try not to worry about nobody until things happen. I'm not worried about LP. I think he's gonna be a Rocket. Not worried about Cam Whitmore. I think he's gonna be a Rocket. You ain't gotta take him for a little while. So all those guys like Tari Eason came. You do got to worry about him because he's up for a payday with him and Jabari. But I believe that's the next 2 years you got to worry about him. But Jalen Green and Alp, I say those two are the ones that trying to get their money because they've been in the league the same year. So the other guys you don't have to too much worry about. So I don't think on those guys. I know they're going to be here couple of more years. It's just Alp and Jalen Green. The Rockets got to figure out what they're gonna do with those guys right there. Those are the guys you got to figure out with that. We got to worry about that. They got to pay. I got no feeling. I got a great. We all can agree that Alp is gonna get paid. We got to worry about that. He's gonna get paid. He's not gonna be traded. He's gonna be paid. Jalen Green is the one right there. Do we pay him? If you don't get the max, do we give him? He turned down any type of other money that we got that lets you know right there. Hey, you can trade him. Let him know that hey, we're not budging. We're gonna find a trade for you, or you can either let him walk when he becomes a free agent. But LP is the one that I think that's gonna be there. That's gonna be untouchable. And that's gonna be there. And the other guys, I'm not too much worried about. I'm not too much worried about because their payday is gonna come soon. Their payday is gonna come soon, or the organization gonna figure out what they want to do with them.
Yeah, that's pretty well put. Here's my concern though: is with now we on Jalen Green talk. Let's get out the way, right? The thing with Jalen Green is that Cade Cunningham just got paid the bag Franz Wagner just got paid the bag, and then that other guy, Evan Mobley, just got paid the bag.
The Rockets also got 2 great products in the same draft.
I agree. So
and that's going to lead me to my next point, but I'll get to that one.
Here's the question: is Jalen looking at that like, hey, my competition is getting paid this, so I need to get paid this? You don't think Jalen's looking at that? Because I think
he's looking at a lot of money, but I'm also pretty sure he knows he's probably not going to get the max because we both know him and Alperen Sengun are good friends, and they've probably talked about it off the court, behind the scenes. I'm sure he knows he's probably not going to get the max, and Alp will, and he's probably okay with that. But
I think so. Interesting.
It also just depends on what happens this season, the way they play.
I personally don't think he's getting the max unless he averages godly numbers, like literally 30 plus a game.
37 a game on 10 assists and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, something ridiculous. He's not averaging like
James Harden January, what was it, 2019 numbers? Yeah.
Yeah, the 49.6 points per game.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to average something absolutely ridiculous to be given the max for an entire month, but then his season averages need to probably be like 27 points per game plus in order to get the max. Like that's just minimum if we being real.
On efficient shooting too.
Yes. And the team needs to be better. That's what it's going to come down to. If he averages anything less than 25, he's not even getting considered for the max. That's just what it is. If he averages 18, under 10,
no.
if he averages under 20 for this season,
he's getting traded.
Yeah, he's done. He's gone.
I say at least you got to be at least 23, 22 points.
Yeah, that broke my heart.
With efficiency on your shot too. If he can do that, I think that would be good enough for us to keep him around. But Jalen Green has the type of ego. If he don't get the max, I feel like he has that type to say I want the max, and if we don't give him the max, then that means he made Udoka a none shit person. So we'll find a way to get him out of that. But other than that, he's got at least average 22 points at best. I'm a think for him to get the max. Or if you're gonna average 19 or 18, just be efficient. Just be efficient from the field. Don't be inefficient from the field and have a bad first half and have to wait till the second half to figure things out, because that's too long. That's too long. And while you got other guys, you got Alp already. He damn near figured out his first year pretty much, then almost figured it out. So again, Jalen Green, if he beats around the 22 to 23 point range, or even the 20 range with efficiency, but a lot of efficiency then there, I think they'll consider bringing him back.
Yeah. If he averages over 20, I think he stays, but it's got to be 21 plus, I guess. So 21 plus is the cutoff, just like drinking. You got to be 21 plus to get this to get this contract, right? To get this extension, to not be shipped off, and it's got to be on solid efficiency, not phenomenal efficiency, just better than what you're doing.
All right, so this is what I was going to get to when I was talking about Reed Shepherd a minute ago. I think with contract extensions, and we're talking about Sengun and Jalen Green, not this year, but not this coming off season, but the next off season. So in 2 off seasons, we'll be having the same conversation about Cam Whitmore and Amen Thompson. But then after that, we get a breath of fresh air, knowing that Reed Shepherd is the only player in his class on our team that's going to get the max.
Do you think we're going to have enough money to give every single one of these guys a max contract?
I mean, I don't think we do, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about him. Like Cam Whitmore, you don't got to worry about him to 3 more years. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to touch upon that. Jabari and Tari, they got 2. You got 2 more to worry about. Or if neither one, or if you don't like Jabari Smith, he can be a trade partner. He can be a trade partner if you don't like what he's doing. He can be a trade partner. So, but again, you don't gotta rush to do anything right now. You just gotta worry about Alp and Jalen after this season or during the season. If they're playing good, that's what's gonna determine.
Well, yeah, I don't know Tuma Fertitta. I don't know his net worth. I don't know how much money he has. But if he's willing to pay the players what he can, I'm all for it.
I mean, there is a world, right? Like I know we're talking so far in the future, right? But these years come up on us, right? I mean, it was a fast year, right? And that's what I want to get to is the Boston Celtics are a good example of, well, they just thrown around their money between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That's $500 million cap space that they have up. 500 million, bro. They have $500 million between themselves. That's incredible.
And then
And-
there's this new the new TV thing that's coming around.
The new TV deal. And
Yeah.
speaking of TV deals,
As an NBA fan, this is sad.
speaking of TVDs, man, thank you, TNT. TNT.
It's not get sad. It's not over yet.
Yeah, you guys were phenomenal, and hopefully you can give us one more good year. What were they on until 26?
Next year is their last year.
Wow,
But it's going to be a phenomenal last year. And
they going out with a bang. That's for sure.
it's like, this is what I grew up watching as a kid. It's like,
Yeah,
it's what I wanted to do in my future. Like, was NBA on TNT. That was my goal.
How long have they been doing it? Since like
20-something years.
That is
I think it's
absolutely
23.
incredible.
Something like that. But it's so sad.
Real burn.
Yeah, man. That's
Some of the funniest people in the world.
for sure.
Some of it just being Chuck, but Chuck is a few people and just one. So
Hey, Rockets propaganda, man. Shout out. Oh, bro, that's crazy. This dude.
I'm a kid with big dreams.
Yeah. Something
So.
to show. But yeah, man, let's come back to the talk, man. Rest in peace, TNT, man. One more year, one more strong year. But
Rest in peace. We will not say rest in peace until it is rest in peace. I'm not going to get sad over this just yet.
One more plus year. But contract wise, right? I mean, they're dealing with their own issues, right? But we are gonna have to deal with our own issues here soon. That's the interesting thing is like there's so much money going around, but is it going to be enough, right? And like Donte's saying, the good point is like we don't have to worry until then, but it is nice to theorize. Like, are we really going to be able to pay these people? Is there going to have to be something that happens? I mean, the league loves parity, right? The league loves trading people. They love creating stories to break up teams.
You know what else the league also loves, apparently? Money from TV deals, which will give more money to every team.
True. And that's very true. We will have more money. But, man, that CBA, it just scares me. I mean, look how the Atlanta Hawks are reacting to the CBA, right? Look at how the teams like the Lakers, they didn't go swing for DeJounte Murray. They didn't go swing for Zach LaVine this year. They didn't even try to test out Paul George.
Play with LeBron.
It could be. Who knows? Who knows? But it is interesting that we're going to get money. We're going to have more money. And it seems like the CBA is it's supposed to promote teams like getting their own guys in, right? Paying their own people, building through the draft. But is it reliable? So of course we won't know until 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I for sure am excited.
I think that the Rockets is going to be a very good example of the CBA in the future.
Rockets and OKC.
Magic.
Yeah. Pistons, I feel bad for y'all. Wizards fans, I feel bad for y'all. I mean, y'all got Anthony Sarr out there playing. That is just terrible.
Anthony Sarr?
Anthony Sarr? Yeah, like Anthony Bennett.
It's
terrible, bro. It is terrible. I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, it's sad.
But hey, they wanted to start the drama first with the Houston Rockets. They upset that we got the best player, but it's cool. It's fine. I wish you the best. I wish you luck. I can't wait to visit this 10 years from now.
What pick was Killian Hayes?
Killian Hayes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Top. Yeah, he was in the top. He was in the top 5 for sure, though. He was in the top 5 for sure. He was in the top 10 for sure. Not top 5.
I think he was
a lottery pick.
Yeah, he was a lottery pick.
I think
I feel so bad for Pistons fans.
I feel bad for Nets fans. They got Ben Simmons and Killian Hayes running the show as they back duo. That's tough.
It's the Nets.
It's tough, man.
It's not the team of New York. I don't know. Like, I feel bad, but like, you chose to be a Nets fan when you could be a Knicks fan. It's like a Lakers fan. You can choose one or the other.
True, but you gotta be loyal to your team once you choose. That's it. Those are your team.
But those fans that chose, that was their choice.
Yeah.
I guess that applies for Pistons too.
Pistons.
and Magic. But I mean, the only Pistons fans are from a family that are from Michigan, live in Michigan, anything Michigan related.
Mm-hmm.
So
honestly, though, shout out Hawks fans. I don't even know how well your guys' draft pick did down there, but it seems like he's okay. He's floating. So at least they didn't miss completely.
they missed. They didn't take Reed Shepard. They missed.
Yeah, they did. They didn't take Reed Shepard.
But
Donovan
they also
Clingan-
won because they didn't take Sarr. But at the same time, Sarr didn't want to go there.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? That is pretty interesting. Donovan Clingan looked pretty nice in summer league play.
Yeah,
He looked pretty solid. He looked like he was supposed to look. Really big man out there. The BBB, as one would say. And it seems to be going pretty good.
Bro said the GOAT. He's treating McCall Bridges how the Nets think McCall Bridges is.
Yeah,
The GOAT.
Mikhail is not a Mikhail Jordan is gone, but it's okay.
He's a great role player. The Knicks are a role player super team. Mine is Jalen Brunson, but McCall Bridges is a role player.
Yeah. Now
the GOAT at role playing. Oh, pause.
Now I do want to talk about so we're talking about contracts and moving on from players, potentially, but before we even get to any of that, I do want to talk about something very interesting. Maybe you guys can agree or disagree with me, but the starting 3 spot seems to be the most interesting position for us because we've got 2 players, Cam and Tari, that could be vying for that 3 spot as soon as next year, like this upcoming season, after we are likely to trade Dylan Brooks, or next season beginning, right? So I'm kind of curious. Tari Eason, to me, I think fits the starting lineup more, but Tari Eason's energy off the bench is just phenomenal. It's just kind of its own, like it's just different. Cam Whitmore could be a great scoring punch to really space out the floor, and he's still got some length to him. He's 6'8". What are you guys' thoughts versus Tari and Cam at the 3?
Cam.
Wow, without a doubt. Why?
Just Cam Whitmore, man. Thank you,
Wow.
Cam Whitmore. Remember that one comment we got on my first episode and someone said, "Thank you, Cam Whitmore"?
Cam, I like it. I get it. I just is Cam really is Cam really, you are that definitive for Cam Whitmore that you without a doubt want Cam Whitmore over Tari Eason? Come on, what's
He has more upside.
He has more upside. Interesting.
He has a lot more upside because he can improve offensively, and I think that he can also improve defensively. I don't know how much more Tari can improve defensively because he's a great defender. Offensively, he's not the most talented. He's good. I don't think he's great.
Better choose your words. Mama Eason is gonna get real mad.
Look, Mama Eason, I love Tari. I have nothing against him. I think he's a great player. Offensively, he can improve. Defensively, he's great, and that's what he's best at.
Interesting. He was. He last year before his injury,
He's the anchor of our defense.
Yeah. Well,
him and Dylan Brooks. They are the anchors of our defense.
Interesting. Okay. That's not a bad take. I'm interested though. So you're going with offensive overall upside over defensive stability.
It's hard. I think
it's hard. Yeah. Because
I would rather have offense, honestly, because in this league it's a very offensive-minded league. But the Rockets are a great defensive team, and that is what we are.
Offense wins games. Defense wins championships. I'm just saying.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah. I wanted Dylan in Miami too. Interesting. Yeah, that would be.
Back to that guy's comment. He commented and he said that something about the Magic owning the Heat, or the Heat owning the Magic, and something about Magic fans. I don't know. But it brought attention. It brought me to attention of something. Jason Tatum had no right to say what he said about the Heat, saying, "Oh, it was easy getting to the conference finals and to the finals. We beat the Heat. That was easy. Come on."
To be fair, I don't like either team. So
you know what's actually funny? On ESPN Radio today, they said that Jason Tatum has no aura. And man, do I agree.
Interesting. Very
He's auraless.
interesting. He is something.
If he walks into a room of NBA fans, everyone is either going to notice him and know, oh, it's Jason Tatum, but he mimics everyone.
Yeah, I mean, he is his own interesting, right? He does what he does best, I guess. Tatum and Celtics fan, that's their problem. Miami, that's their problem. They can have a problem if they want, I guess. But it is interesting that is the case. The difference is, I guess, Boston has a championship, and Miami's 0-2.
Jaylen Brown.
It doesn't matter. It's championship.
Jaylen Brown didn't talk smack.
It don't matter who's talking smack.
Not saying I like Jaylen Brown, but
it's like Tyler Herro talking smack.
So there was a lyric I was listening to. The lyric was, I sent my shooter on a lick. He went MIA, Tyler Herro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Anyway. Hey, it is what it is though. But let's come back. Let's bring it back real quick. As much as interesting as Boston Miami are, that's their problem, right? We in the West trying to compete here. And Donte, I want to get your thoughts, man. Brian is very, very pro Cam. I'm interested. Are you pro Tari, pro Cam for that starting three, and why?
I'm pro both, but I'm going with Tari in the lineup.
Okay, why is that?
Because greater defender, and also don't sleep on his outside shot. He can shoot 36% from the 3-point line. That's good enough.
Decent 3-point.
It's also good going to the basket too. And he can create some offense too as well. He just don't create it as more that Cam Whitmore does. When Cam Whitmore gets out there, he's out. He's a good defender too. He's out there looking for his jump shot. He's out there looking to score. And Tari, he don't have to go out there and look to score the basketball. He can go out there and impact the game so many ways, whether if it's rebounding. He's going to be an elite defender. He's going to attack the rim. He's also good on a fast break, great on a fast break, along with Cam as well. I think Tari would be a better fit to start than Cam. But would I be upset if anyone, even you don't go with either one? No, but I think, I like Tari more as a starter.
I would rather Tari be on the bench as our sixth man because I think Tari anchors our bench. That's what he did all of last season when he did play.
Yeah, we saw what the bench looked like without Tari Eason.
Right, exactly.
That's saying a lot.
Off the bench.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot. And that's what I was going to play devil's advocate with Donte here is, Tari does a lot of great things. But the thing about Tari is that his energy is best spent with the bench because the bench doesn't have that energy guy versus the starters. That you got Şengün, who can be an energy guy. You got Fred VanVleet, who's a pretty good leader on the court. You got Dylan Brooks, who is an immediate 10 starting the game. And then Jalen Green, when he's cocky, is crazy. I think that all is great for the starting lineup. And I think adding Cam Whitmore's flair to it, right, I think makes more sense hypothetically than taking away that energy from the bench because Tari Eason just does so much off the bench. I mean, so much off the bench. And it makes the team better. I think it evens out the team a little more. There's not as much of a talent drop off with the bench coming in as there would be if Tari were to start, I think.
What you want, you want someone that's going to actually run off, and you don't want the one that's going to go in there and instantly shot chucking and just looking for buckets. That's what Cam Whitmore is going to do.
Well, I think that's what Cam Whitmore is going to improve on this season.
But
look at Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith was shot chucking in his first season.
No, he was not. Not last year.
He didn't get
first season.
That's what Coach Silas, though. That's what Coach Silas. You comparing his first year. You comparing his first year with Coach Silas. Let anyone do what the hell they want to do. Coach Silas let anybody do it.
Silas' story.
Comparing them, you're not comparing them to last year when he wasn't doing the same
exactly
thing. And Jabari wasn't even a part of the offense. And plus, if I know Coach Silas gonna let me do whatever I want, I go out there and do the same thing. Shot chuck too. So
yeah.
So last year, Jabari Smith improved a whole lot on his 3-point shot, and we already know Cam is the type of guy that like to score, that like to score the basketball. You need someone.
I think that Ime is gonna try and get him to not take as many bad shots.
And plus, your bench is not even that bad. You still got Aaron Holiday that can come in and give you some great minutes.
Reed Shepard.
You're gonna have Demon Reed coming in. You're gonna have
What about AJ? AJ.
You're gonna have AJ Griffin. You're gonna, in case you need him, even though I don't think you'll get that many minutes.
He said it. AJ.
You're gonna have him.
You got Steven Adams.
You're gonna have Thompson. You're gonna have Thompson, and we got Steven Adams. So our bench is pretty good. Our bench is gonna be.
And Jock Landale.
You got.
I never thought I'd say that, but
the jock strap. You got the jock strap in the building.
But like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if him and Tate, be gone. Might not be a Rocket, but we got a pretty competent bench. If you want to start, go ahead with Tyrese. And I mean, you can make a case that Tyrese and Whitmore basically the same type of player. It's just what you call Cam is a better scorer. Just got a better scoring upside. That's it. He just got a better scoring upside.
Okay, now here's my take. Any team would die to have Tari Eason off their bench.
Mm-hmm.
Would any team die to have Cam Whitmore off their bench? Probably, but I think any team would die to have Tari Eason on their bench even more, which I think is what makes Tari Eason so much more special on our team, especially coming off the bench as that anchor. Any
100%.
team would have to die. Any team would die to have him as a starter, but to have him on our bench, we're lucky. We're lucky just to have him.
I mean, think about how many teams last year were like, dang, we really missed out on Cam Whitmore, right? A lot of younger teams or teams who are trying to make the playoffs, right? Championship caliber teams were like, hey, what can we get for Tari Eason? Championship caliber teams were saying, yo, is Tari Eason available? Just putting that out there. And I think that's all I need to know.
We are the luckiest team in the league.
Because Tari Eason, if teams trying to budge at him like that, Tari Eason can really start on any squad. Really can go start on pretty much if they high up on it. He already after his first season, you see teams calling in and tell him, hey, Rocks, what do you want? What can we go get?
Yeah.
That just to tell you how much his value is, and a lot of teams not going to use him coming off the bench. They're going to they wouldn't mind using him as a starter. But I also, like I say, I wouldn't mind it. Neither one of them I wouldn't be mad at. But I mean, Tyrese and just he started at LSU. He started at LSU. He was the focal point at LSU. Tyrese can start. Tyrese can be a job. I know we don't want to lose that energy coming off the bench, but he can give you that same energy as a starter. Tyrese has a motor. He has a good motor, and it runs all night long.
Exactly.
That is a quote. Clip that. He's got a good motor and it runs all night long. That's a great quote. I love that, Donte. Thank you. Yeah, look at him. He over there cheesing for the camera too. He knows. He just hit a clip. But no, for real. That's a fantastic point, right? Tari Eason does a lot of things great. And again, like I said, the teams that were really every team wants Tari. Most teams want Cam. Championship teams need a Tari Eason.
And we have him on our bench.
And we had him on our bench. I just he's starting. Let's be real. Let's be real.
We don't understand how lucky we are as Rockets fans right now.
Yeah, we the only reason why Dylan Brooks is starting, if we being real, we gonna get real here. It's because he's making $80 million. That's it, right?
Well, also, he has an ego. He would not want to come off the bench.
That too. And it was an immediate boost to the defense starting. Tari Eason, when Dylan Brooks is gone, and I mean, let's be honest, I loved everything Dylan Brooks for the most part did last year up until that last 2-3 months. He was literally fantastic throughout the season. At one point, leading the league in 3-point shooting. He was hot. He was great. He was phenomenal. He did a lot of things great. Once if and when Dylan Brooks is gone, Tari Eason, I think out of the conversations we're having, it makes most sense for Tari Eason to start. I think Tari also fits the lineup better than Cam Whitmore, just for what we're trying to do. I mean, we got Tari.
I would rather have him off the bench just for that anchor presence.
True. Now, here's my thing. Is my thing is imagine your back line. You got, we'll say, Amen Thompson and Jalen Green as your guards. Okay, that's some length right there. 6'7" point guard, 6'4" shooting guard, with I think he's got 6'6" wingspan.
And then you got Tari, Jabari, Şengün. That's a great.
That's a big ass lineup.
And then off the bench, you have a smaller lineup of Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore. So
yeah, but Reed Shepard plays above his size. That's the thing we like to see. And Cam Whitmore is still 6'8" with a 6'9" wingspan, 6'8" wingspan. So, you still got a little bit of length there, right? And obviously we'll fill out the bench later on. But in terms of like the core starting, I think it makes more sense to have the 6'8" guy with a 7'2" wingspan starting than a 6'8" guy starting with a 6'8" wingspan. Plus, one of them is more defensive minded, and the other is more offensive minded, right? That's my whole argument: is you cannot have enough defense, and there's only one ball.
True.
You're gonna get the same energy as he got off the bench.
Yes.
I mean, like I say, he's not gonna give up on a play. He's gonna play the same way as he was starting. He's gonna play the same way. He's gonna always play the same way. For
sure. And I mean, we saw what it looked like when him and Jabari Smith Jr. played together, right? That was fun. That was really interesting. I enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys did too. Tari Eason and Jabari, I think, just make a lot of sense together defensively. I think they really cover for one another's lack of ability to do certain things as well. And plus, Tari Eason can also guard up, which is really nice to see. Like he ain't shy.
He can guard every position.
Yep. Yeah. And that's also another defense.
Positionless now, but
yeah, right. But being able to guard at any position essentially is phenomenal. And being able to have Amen Thompson and Tari Eason be able to do that on the court.
They're both fast and can run the floor
and have them on the court at the same time.
Don't y'all know how many games at the beginning of the season Tari Eason carried us in? Really, actually, we won because of that dude defense and his offense being able. That first San Antonio game, Tari Eason literally went crazy in that fourth quarter. That game was closing to the fourth quarter. That Memphis game, I believe that Tari Eason damn near had one of those games. I forgot he had a big time double in those games, in those type of games. Throughout the first part of the season, we were winning games, and when Jalen Green had to go sit down, Tari Eason would get in there, and he would just flat take over on the side and score on the offensive side of the ball.
And that leads me to my next point, actually. Tari Eason, not only is he fast, when he's healthy, he's a double-double machine.
Yeah.
And that's another really good plus for us.
So you got
three
guys on the court at one time between Tari, Jabari, and Şengün who can all offer you double-doubles.
Yeah. And then And then you got a man trying to get triple doubles.
Who did have triple double in his last game. Phenomenal.
Flash of greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Magic Johnson and Steph Curry on the same team.
Oh, Lord. We overreacted all day.
That's what we're doing, right?
Oh, man. Yeah. We've got a future.
Matter of fact, it was the first Memphis game earlier in the season when the game was really close. And I think Jaren Jackson Jr. had a big-time game.
He did.
He had 25 and 14 in that game. That was the game. That was the game that he actually took over in the fourth. That game was close going into the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden, Tari Eason just turned into goddamn Superman and Batman all put together.
Bro said, "Hey, yo, Scotty, watch this. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy." And to be honest, having that kind of guy on the starting lineup also keeps other guys accountable because he's very vocal. Kind of like Dylan Brooks. The guy that's like, "Hey, go guard this. Go over there. Go switch this." He's very vocal on the defensive end. He's a plus defender with Jabari, right? I think it makes sense, if anything, for their play styles to have Tari Eason start. But in this hypothetical, right? Because that's all we do within hypotheticals these days. We don't ever know what's going on until it happens, right? It's unpredictable. I do have an interesting hypothetical that we are going to talk about at 8:00 on the Rockets round robin. Shout out our boys over there at the Rockets round robin.
Yeah, that round robin, man.
Yes, sir. It's going to be at 8:00 just to check it out. But a little preview of that is Jabari Smith Jr. at the 4 spot. Who makes more sense starting between Jabari and Tari? I'm just interested in your guys' thoughts before we end up talking about it.
You know what I'm going to say. I don't even need to say anything.
Donte, man. Tari or Jabari? Tari just kind of brings that energy, right? And then having Dylan Brooks, Tari, and Şengün as your forwards and center, I think is an interesting prospect.
I think Tari can play 4. He can play 1 through 5. He can play 1 through 4. but Jabari is more of a fit. Tari is gonna regular position is gonna be a 3, but we know Jabari ain't getting on no bench. We know that. So I ain't. That's why I'm gonna say Jabari Smith. I mean, all he got to do is just bulk up some more, man. I thought he competed pretty hard on the rebounding edge last year. I thought Jabari had a solid year, man. I thought he had a solid year. He just needs to beef up a little bit and get stronger. And I think that's what he's working on. When we saw him in the summer league and they asked him, "That's what he's working on." He's been in the weight room and getting more stronger. I think that's just all. I think he fits good at the 4 position, at our 4 position. I really think he can be a 10 rebound guy. I really think he can do that.
Yeah, he definitely can be. And I mean, being able to have 3 guys that can go off for 10 rebounds any night, and one of them being a nightly 10 rebound guy, on top of having Steven Adams coming off the bench, haven't even talked about yet. I mean, we got 4, depending on how men is, we got almost 5 guys that can go, hey, let me get 10, 12 rebounds tonight.
Luckiest team in the league.
We got so much talent. We don't even know what to do with it. It's incredible.
We really have like Jokic, Curry, and Magic Johnson on the same team.
And Kobe, don't forget.
And Jalen Harden.
Yeah, man.
There's
a lot of things, man.
March Jalen Green. That's what we have.
March Jalen Green, yeah. I'm interested to see what's going to go on this season. Now, before we wrap up here, I just want to thank you guys again for joining us today. It's always great to have everyone pop on and say hello. Be sure to comment down below who you think should start at the 3 spot once Dylan Brooks is gone. Do you think it's Tari? Do you think it's Cam? Do you think it might be Amen Thompson? We got Reece Shepherd now, so I'm interested. I want to know what you guys are thinking. So be sure to comment down below on the YouTube channel to enter to win for the Tari Eason bobblehead I've got here. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow, so be sure to do what you got to do today. Comment down below, add us on Twitter as well at the HTOWN Rundown, and let us know who you want starting at the 3 spot. Just let us know, man. We'll get you this Tari Eason bobblehead. I've only got one, so be sure to pop in and come get it if you want that free bobblehead. Everything is paid for on it. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Ryan, man, where can I find you, bro?
Y'all know where to find me at RyanDiamond15 on Twitter, at RyanDiamond15 on Instagram. And y'all can find me here on the HTOWN Rundown on YouTube. And on Rockets Round Robin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Rockets Round Robin, man. Donte, bro, you got a YouTube, man. You got a lot of things going on there, man. Where can I find you, brother?
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram at Coach Donte 5. As soon as y'all type it, it's gonna pop right on up. Y'all can find me on Twitter, on X, at Coach Donte 31. That Rockets guy. Y'all can also find me right here on the HTOWN Rundown with my 2 guys, Ryan and Preston. Y'all can also find me later tonight on the Rockets Round Robin show as well with other guys, AK and Andy them and stuff like that. And y'all can find me on my YouTube channel and stuff like that. So, Coach Donte. So, like I say, y'all hit all of us up, man. We'll be glad to answer questions about any Rockets things. And I say it's a big year for us. We had a great year last year. We overachieved expectations well over. And we should be excited as Rockets fans about our future.
For sure, man. Donte giving us some positivity to end it off, man. It's a beautiful day. It's always good to end it off on some positivity, man. Be sure to follow the HTOWN Rundown at the HTOWN Rundown on Instagram as well as Twitter. Check out the YouTube channel as well. Hopefully that's where you guys are watching us. We got a lot of fun things we do all the time. We actually just gave away some free tickets for the Houston Texans. So if you're interested in these free gifts that we do periodically, man, be sure to follow us, like, subscribe, and share us around, man. We are always here. DMs are open, man. You can follow me at drip2ps_GAWD on X as well as Instagram, man. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to tune in for the Rockets Round Robin at 8 o'clock, baby. We're going to be posting the link soon, man. We'll see you there.